As at the time I joined Ebenezer Embassy, my husband and I were struggling. We could barely make ends meet. I had so much on my mind. I could remember joining this ministry, I did not regret. God has been so faithful to me. And when Mommy Chema told me that we're going to build our own property, we're going to have our own property, and that is not going to happen in years to come, that it will happen in the shortest possible time, I doubted her. I was like, why would this woman be telling me this? Me that I can't even afford to pay my house rent. I joined Ebenezer Embassy when I didn't even know myself anymore. I can't even explain what I was at that time. I had marital issues, work problem and all. Emotionally, I wasn't so stable, confused, pain, shattered. So much going on, but I guess her timing into my life was just God's divine intervention. A new beginning, everything become new in our life.
It's been a story of direction, of God's leading, because Ebenezer Embassy has a lot of prophetic that goes along with it.
My name is Ezegbo Mary Jane. My name is Dickiness Tosi Kumolu Johnson. My name is Mrs. Lisa Ikewete.
My name is Onyedeka Orafue.
My name is Samuel.
My name is Adedeji Abosede. Alright, my name is Mosuzamaka Emene. My name is Ochupo Weye.
My name is Lillian, Sister Lillian Mifene.
This anniversary make it 8 years I joined the ministry. 2023.
It's like 3 years now.
Yeah. This will be exactly, actually 9 years, because we started from the stadium. I could remember the day Mama came to my place at the stadium. She was just walking back and she saw me and she spoke to me about Christ. And she invited me for the prayer at the stadium every Saturday morning by 5. So when I got there the first Saturday, there were just 6 of them. And it was interesting. It was mind-blowing. I felt the presence of God. And every Saturday I kept going, and here we are today.
I joined Ebenezer Embassy in 2018 at the onset. I was one of the pioneer members that started off at the National Stadium, where we used to go in every Saturday morning to pray from 6:30 a.m. And then it's been a wonderful journey to Stanley. I can't really remember, but up to 4 to 5 years now.
Okay, I have been with Ebenezer Embassy right from the beginning, but I became much more involved in the last 4 to 5 years.
2019, that was when I joined full ministry.
I joined Ebenezer Embassy when I didn't even know myself anymore. I can't even explain what I was at that time. Confused, pain, shattered. So much going on, but I guess her timing into my life was just God's divine intervention. But it took so much for me to really believe in her journey and understand where God was taking her to with the ministry. And that's what, thank God, because I've seen so many changes. I got married without even having my married blessing. And it was something difficult I couldn't even achieve anywhere. But through her, through God using her, we achieved that 2 years ago. This year, April 24, my married blessing will be 2 years. And I'm so glad because it was stress-free, as in, for my husband, who is difficult to get to do that, and he did it without stress, went through the marriage course. So he was even eager to even go through the marriage course. Even today, I'm so happy that I don't even wear my ring. I'll say it's too tight, though my other wears every day. Something just keep popping the ministry into my heart. Her vision and everything she believes, winning souls for Christ. I'm so glad I met her. I'm so glad she made me know Christ in I do.
I have so many testimonies. I did not regret coming to a good Christ event. My life changed around, turned around. Everything was good about me. So yeah, and I thank God for that. So I'll never go back then to where I was before.
Many testimony. The one that touched me a lot was I could remember joining this ministry. I did not regret. God has been so faithful to me, and a lot of things God opened my eyes to see. A lot of things God speaks to me concerning this ministry, which sometimes when God speaks to me, I will just keep quiet, but I will just hear it from Mama. I will say, oh, this confirmation. So God has been so faithful.
Oh, my Ebenezer story. Okay. So when I came into Ebenezer Embassy, which was Daughters of Zion, I had so much on my mind. I had marital issues, work problem and all. Emotionally, I wasn't so stable. But I remember talking to my neighbor, who is now my friend, and I asked her, I said, is there anywhere, what church do you attend? I was led to ask her, and she said, there's a fellowship that I attend. If you can join us. And I was like, okay, my spirit aligned with it, let's go. And then I went that Saturday morning, very early, 6 a.m. And from then on, my life changed. My spiritual life changed. My marriage started blossoming. Even though we had, some challenges along the way, but as I kept attending church, hearing the word, my life started changing. My perception, my mindset, spiritually, I started growing. My gifts started coming out.
Wow, it's been a story of direction, of God's leading, because Ebenezer Embassy has a lot of prophetic that goes along with it. So, and the word has been coming very prophetically. So it's been God leading one from one stage to the other.
Oh, God has been awesome. He has been so wonderful. Since I joined Ebenezer Embassy, God has really motivated me. I've grown from spiritually, I've grown in praise level. The Lord has been so marvelous. In my family, the Lord has been so awesome.
Let me just say one. When my daughter had a slip in her hip, so we came, Mama prayed for us, we did the surgery, it was successful. With all the challenges and everything, she's working well. So that's my testimony. So the testimonies are innumerable. I cannot begin to mention all of them now, but I would like to mention one that stands out, very striking testimony. As at the time I joined Ebenezer Embassy, my husband and I were struggling. We could barely make ends meet. We had a bungalow we were living in. We couldn't pay rent for it, let alone pay rent for our office space. But within the space of 6 months, everything turned around. And when Mommy Trema told me that we're going to build our own property, we're going to have our own property, and that is not going to happen in years to come, that it will happen in the shortest possible time, I doubted her. I was like, why would this woman be telling me this? Me that I can't even afford to pay my house rent. I can't afford to pay my rent in the school, the place where I'm running my school, the 3-bedroom flat. And it's going. Then she's telling me I will have a massive land, build 3-story building. It seemed like a dream to me. I was like, well, let me not say anything negative. But in my mind, these are all the things I was thinking. And then sometimes when she repeats it, one day I was angry, I voiced it out. But before the space of 3 months, my husband was able to procure that land. And under 1 year, he built it, and the school moved in there in 2019. And by 2020, during COVID, we moved in there completely. It was a mind-blowing testimony for people that knew our story, how we used to go from friends, from our sittings. It was a total turnaround. It was a 360 turnaround. It was unbelievable. And anybody that heard that testimony wanted to know what we did and how we did it. And my husband can never stop thanking God. My husband is also one that believes in miracles, but that singular act made him believe in miracles.
And when I pray now, he joins me. And whenever there's a program in Ebenezer Embassy, he must show up. He must be there. So it's been a wonderful journey. And many, many, many other business breakthroughs that has happened. And God has just been with us through it all. So I give God praise. I give God all the glory.
Oh, wow. My testimonies are much. As in, at my age, I am the CEO of my company. I have a lot of clients. I am into printing and I do a lot of stuff. God has been blessing me since I joined the Ebenezer Embassy.
New beginning, everything become new in our life, in our health, in our business, in our lives.
I want a new beginning. I am not the same person I was in my business, in my spiritual work. So this year, I want God to expand everything with newness. So it's going to be a new beginning for me. It's going to be a new beginning for my new company, for my spiritual work, for my family, and for my children. Doing things in the kingdom of God is a new beginning.
Oh, the new beginning. Well, I look forward to the new things that God is set to do in my life, in my family, and in the ministry as a whole.
This new year, I wouldn't say there's any particular thing I'm praying for in this 8th anniversary. I'm just looking up to God to use me as a channel to be a blessing to the ministry and to people all around me, because God has brought me thus far. So it's a really high time I begin to give back to the society, give back to the ministry in any way, in any capacity I'm called upon to serve. I'm willing and I'm available to serve.
All what I'm expecting is blessings, promotion by God's grace Almighty. So everything should be perfect in Jesus' name.
Wow, in fact, and my expectancy in this 8 years anniversary is I know that new thing God will do for me, my family, everyone around it, including Ebenezer Embassy Ministry. New thing God will do. I can't, in fact, I don't know what to say, but I know something great God will do in this 8th anniversary. In this new year anniversary, I believe and I know I've received a new beginning through my family and through the manifestation of God.
This new year, spiritual transformation, every other thing has been added. Growth as to leadership and winning as many souls and discipling as many souls as possible.
Oh God, my expectations. First, I want God to use me as an instrument to bless many. And as a new beginning, God is going to do a new things in our lives. Thank you.
I thank you.